Good evening. At this time, please stand and join Pinellas County choral faculty as they lead us in the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner, directed by Lauren Brodigan, All-County Coordinator and Seminole High Choral Director. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Jean Reynolds, Pinellas County Schools Specialist for the Performing Arts.
Good evening and welcome to the 2018 Pinellas County All-County Concert. This is a great evening, generously supported by Pinellas County Schools, Pinellas County Music Educators Association, Ruth Eckerd Hall, the City of Clearwater, and the Clearwater Arts Alliance. This is a really exciting evening for us. You're in for a treat. To get our evening started and to offer greetings from the City of Clearwater, please welcome to the stage Mayor George Criticus.
Well, hi, everybody. Isn't it exciting to be in Ruth Eckerd Hall? This hall is one of the premier venues for performers all across the country. We're so very proud of the Clearwater Arts Alliance. We're proud of what the schools do for arts education. And there's a special gentleman out here, Dr. Grego. I don't know where you are because I can't see you, but please, Dr. Grego, stand up and let us say thank you for the leadership he has provided to all of our schools. You know, I'm of Greek descent. And we learned a long time ago that a sound body is very important, to have a sound mind in a sound body. And what you're going to be doing as performers is making us very excited. You're going to put a song in our heart, and we're going to be delighted to be able to thank all of y'all and your teachers and your parents for the work that they do in raising you and giving us old-timers an opportunity to hear you perform, to hear y'all sing, and make us as proud of you as your parents are of you today. So thank y'all very much for being here. Let's get on with the show.
You know, we are so grateful to Ruth Eckerd Hall for the incredible partnership that we have in Pinellas County Schools with the Hall and with the Marsha P. Hoffman School of the Arts. We'd not be able to perform in this space without their generous support. We're also very, very grateful for the tremendous city and county support. We have an outstanding school board, an exceptional superintendent, as you just heard, district leaders, and wonderful music teachers, some of whom you just heard sing. And great music programs do not thrive without the real support of school leaders. And we do have some wonderful leaders here with us this evening. As you heard, we have Dr. Grego in the audience, but I'd also like for all principals, assistant principals, and any leaders who are with us tonight, if you'd please stand so we could recognize you. Please stand. The wonderful music you'll hear tonight is due in large part also to you, our community, for your support of the referendum. Our programs would not be so strong without this support. The Pinellas County Music Educators Association has been the guiding force behind these all-county events, and this evening I'll be sharing my MC duties with the current president of the organization, Mr. Jason O'Bara. And I'm really delighted to announce to you that Mr. O'Bara is one of the top 10 finalists this year for Outstanding Educator of the Year. We're real proud of that. You know, and these all-county concerts are often in middle and high school, and we don't get a chance to see that wonderful K-12. You know, a high school senior who's graduating and going to college, that doesn't happen that last senior year. It happens right here in elementary school, and the wonderful work that elementary children do. So we're honored to feature choruses from 3 of our schools, which would be Maximo Elementary under the direction of Tamara Castillon, Pinellas Park under the direction of Kristen Shibner, and Lila Davis under the direction of David Martinez Cooley. Yes, indeed. They will be singing 2 numbers for you, and one of these pieces will be featured at the elementary all-county concert on March 10th. And this is a little preview for you. My guess is you're going to want to hear a lot more. So please welcome to the stage our elementary choral musicians, their wonderful directors, and our accompanist, Brenda Danowitz.
Little
thank you to our marvelous elementary musicians and their directors. I don't know about you, but there's something about children's voices that just always get me. They will join our singers later in the evening, but we're really delighted to have them as our guests, as an audience, so they can hear middle and high school singers, and they can see what their future holds. So they are our guests this evening. You know, the Pinellas County Music Educators I mentioned before is really the guiding force behind these concerts. And you might guess it takes quite a bit of work to prepare for the event. So as you'll see as the screen comes down, we've got some oohing and aahing here, we'll have a chance to look at our middle school musicians and what their teachers were doing to prepare for this evening. So take a look.
Middle school all-county chorus students, they are selected through a vocal audition process, and they can audition straight from the comfort of their own chorus room at their own middle school. It is incredibly quick, especially this year. Everything is being jam-packed into 2 weeks, so the students are learning their music, and they are really going to finesse it and make it a superior performance in about 5 rehearsals.
I am officially excited to be able to cooperate with the people that work with me on the music and being able to share our love for music specifically, and I like being able to talk and communicate and learn a lot of things that probably wouldn't learn in regular choir classes. So
I'm really excited because I've heard about All County ever since I was in 5th grade, and I've always wanted to be in it, and I got chosen this year.
They really do take their music home and they work on it, and they love the music. They're super passionate about it, and I really do think a lot of it has to do with their teachers really inspiring them to get excited about it.
It's really fun because you can meet all sorts of different people that you would have never met if you had just stayed within your normal choir, and they're all at your skill level.
And go. I got to perform in a professional hall until I was in college. So the fact that these middle schoolers get to do it is pretty awesome.
I am excited. I'm really excited because, this is a special, it's a really important place to be in. And the fact that we'll be able to perform in front of the people that we love or the people that we care about, and they get to see how hard we worked on it, it's very important.
I'm excited. I'm over the moon because I've always seen Ruth Eckerd Hall, and it's just an amazing place. I've always wanted to be on the stage.
I believe that music is a way to show my true feelings and being able to express myself, and it just helps me learn a lot with other subjects too, like with math and everything. It helps me learn too.
Music is very important. It gives me, sometimes if I'm having a hard time, I can think of a song and it'll be a fun break from whatever I'm doing. And
music means to me as a way to express yourself, because when you're singing, you can express the way you feel without having to talk about it. You can express it through any kinds of music.
This evening of choral music is really special to us because it's our first event. And because it's a premier event, we wanted to invite conductors and clinicians who have kind of a special connection to Pinellas County schools. 2 of our conductors started their careers right here in our schools. So would you please welcome my co-MC, the Pinellas County Music Educators Association president and top 10 finalist, Jason O'Bara, to the stage to introduce our middle school group.
Thank you, Mrs. Reynolds. As you saw in our video, our next performing ensemble this evening is going to be our middle school choir. I'd like to extend my thanks and my gratitude to Liza Dean and Aaron Cassette, who served as our coordinators for our all-county middle school choir this year. Thank you, yes. As Mrs. Reynolds mentioned, this is a very special year for PCMEA. This is the first year that we've done a chorus-only all-county concert. We're really excited about it. We've invited back one of our favorites, Mr. Chris Edwards, to conduct our middle school choir this evening. Yes. Mr. Edwards started his career with Pinellas County Schools, and very soon after, he's distinguished himself as one of the finest choral directors in the state of Florida. We are thrilled that he accepted our invitation to conduct our all-county festival tonight. You will see that our students have really enjoyed working with him here. The order for the middle school choir tonight will be Bonse Abba with soloist Sahara Seafried from Carwise Middle School and Hayden Kelly from Thurgood Marshall Fundamental, Ovos Omnes, Joshua, Shenandoah, You Will Be Found, and we have a special treat of the longest time. Please welcome me in joining Mr. Chris Edwards and the Middle School All-County Chorus.
Bonse Abba mubokele la vali pele maka akuba bana. Bonse Abba mubokele la vali pele maka akuba bana. Bonse Abba mubokele la vali pele maka akuba bana. Bonse Abba mubokele la vali pele maka akuba bana. Babana, 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 bakwalesa, babana, 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 bakwalesa. Babana, 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 Bakwalesa. Babana, 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 Bakwalesa.
Bonse Abba mubokele la vali pele maka akuba bana. Bonse Abba mubokele So before we perform our last piece, I just wanted to take this moment to thank all of you for sharing your kids with me this past week. We have developed such a unique and beautiful relationship in such a short amount of time, and I feel so blessed to be given this amazing opportunity to share my passion for music with these great kids. You all have impacted me more than you'll ever know, and I thank you. So please enjoy our last piece from the Broadway show Dear Evan Hansen, entitled You Will Be Found.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear, like you could fall and no one would hear? So let the lonely feeling wash away, 'cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And oh, someone will come running, and I know, take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So when the sun comes streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. 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 There's a place where you don't have to feel unknown. And every time that you call out, you're a little less alone. If you only say the words, from across the silence, your voice is heard. Oh, someone will come running. Oh, take you home. Someone will come running to take you home. Take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So the sun comes streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. You will be found. Out of the shadows, the morning is breaking, and all is new. All is new. It's filling up the empty, and suddenly I see that all is new. All is new. You are not alone. 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 Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need someone to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found.
you're in for a little bit of a treat because Mr. Edwards had decided he would do For the Longest Time. You'll see there's a women's choir on this program, so it's like, well, what about a men's choir? So, and in the spirit of the K-12 and maybe even lifelong learning, I said this afternoon, well, in addition to having the middle school and the high school men sing this piece, I asked some of my colleagues who would also sing along with them. So we're going to do a quick little shift here, and we're going to get our men's choir to do one number for you.
This is the most tremendous county that these kids could ever be a part of. Our teachers are incredible, and I'm so grateful that our directors are going to join all the men who've participated in this festival. It's a really great thing. Let's give them a hand as they come out. So enjoy this special treat. Some of you really love this song. I know you do. So enjoy it.
As we get ready to transition to our high schools, 2 or 3 years ago, we did add a women's choir, and we did it at a different concert. And we've just been very excited about the growth of this program. So as we're making that transition, I'd like you to take a little look at behind the scenes of our women's choir and our mixed choir getting ready for this evening.
So this year is the first year that we will be doing an entirely choir-based concert. Not only that, but we are also inviting some elementary schools to perform on the concert with us. Previously, we combined with orchestra, but the great thing is we've grown so much that we have to have our own concert now. So we'll be able to get to do some things that are just choir-based and celebrate the movement from elementary through middle school and then high school choir.
I'm in the all-women's division, and I'm not in an all-women's choir at school, so to be in that, atmosphere, especially because I sing alto too, where I get to have a lot of really independent and interesting parts, just teaches me a lot about chorus.
This gives them the opportunity to really experience music that might be above and beyond what they do on a daily basis, and work with students who are just as dedicated, who are just as high achieving as they are, and work with a clinician that's really exemplary in their field and have the opportunity to make music in a different way than they would on a daily basis.
I've always loved coming here because you get to see other people around your age that love the same things that you do, music included.
It was actually really important to me getting to do this year, and the idea of getting to do like a collaboration effort like this, like something that's it's countywide, so it's so many kids with different backgrounds and different places coming from, that getting to do that was kind of really exciting, and it was something really new because I've never been in a choir, and I feel really kind of honored to be a part of a choir like that.
Music education gives our students the opportunity to strive for perfection, but also do so in a creative way. I think it's such an invaluable opportunity, and All County is one of those opportunities that just gets them to the next level.
It helps me build my character. Music is all I've really known, so building that helps me build who I am.
Once again, we'd like to congratulate Mr. Edwards and our middle school choir, accompanied by LaToya McCormick on the piano. What a great performance they had. Our next ensemble this evening is our high school women's choir. 3 years ago, we realized that we just had too many students to accommodate for our all-county mixed choir, so we developed our all-county women's choir specifically for all of these students. In 2018 here, we've really just surpassed all of the expectations we had 3 years ago when we started this. This group was coordinated by Eric Jordan, who's done a great job coordinating all of the music and everything for that, so thank you to Eric Jordan for his help with that. Our 2018 Women's Choir will be conducted by Mr. Daryl Yasse. Mr. Yasse is another outstanding choral director. He has returned to Pinellas County to conduct this group. As you've read in our program, Mr. Yasse taught at Seminole High School before he accepted a position with Dr. Jeffrey Redding at West Orange High School. The Women's Choir program this evening is Jambo, Cantate Domino, Do Not Stand at My Grave and Weep, with our featured soloist, Kristen Baird. She is a teaching partner funded from the referendum with the Florida Orchestra. Sisi Ni Mojo, Will the Circle Be Unbroken, featuring soloist Sierra Reynolds from Pinellas County Center of the Arts. Please welcome Mr. Daryl Yasse and our 2018 All-County High School Women's Choir.
Jambo, Jambo Bwana, habari gani, nzuri sana. Wageni, makaribishwa, Kenya yetu, hakuna matata. Jambo, Jambo Bwana, habari gani, nzuri sana. Wageni, makaribishwa, Kenya yetu, hakuna matata. Jambo, Jambo Bwana, habari gani, nzuri sana. Wageni, Benedicite,
As you have seen in our videos this evening, our coordinators are the glue that holds this all-county event together. They organize the rehearsals and the auditions. They communicate with the conductors, do whatever it takes to make this event happen. Having been a coordinator myself for many years, I know this is not an easy process. This is certainly evident of the coordinator for our all-county high school mixed choir. Lauren Brodigam has done an exceptional job in coordinating this group. Additionally, Ms. Brodigam also serves on our Pinellas County Music Educators Association with me. This year, our high school all-county mixed choir is under the distinguished direction of Mr. Tommy Jamisko. As you can see from our program, Mr. Jamisko is an accredited choral music educator. He is currently serving as the president of the Florida Vocal Association for the entire state of Florida. We are so fortunate to have a conductor and an educator of his caliber so close by in Pinellas County. Please welcome Mr. Tommy Jamisko to the stage.
air. Easy goes on the wheel, way in the middle of the air. Easy goes on the wheel, way up in the middle of the air. Easy goes on the wheel, way in the middle of the air.
Easy goes on the wheel, way up in the middle of the air. Easy goes on the wheel, way in the middle of the air.
The big wheel run by faith, and the middle wheel run by the grace of God. A wheel in a wheel, way in the middle of the air.
Better mind, my brother, how you walk on the cross.
Way in the middle of the air.
Your foot might slip and your soul get lost.
Way in the middle of the air.
Oh, Satan wears a cloud for two.
Way in the middle of the air.
If you don't mind, he'll slip it on you.
Way in the middle of the air.
Easy goes on the wheel, way up in the middle of the air. Easy goes on the wheel, way in the middle of the air.
The big wheel run by faith,
And the little wheel run by the grace of God.
a wheel in a wheel, way in the middle of the air.
Some go to church for the sing and
Some
shout.
go to church for the sing and shout. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Before 6 months, days all turned out.
Way in the middle of the air.
Easy goes on the wheel, way up in the middle of the air. Easy goes on the wheel, way in the middle of the air. Easy goes on the wheel, way up in the middle of the air. Easy goes on the wheel, way in the middle of the air.
Easy goes on the wheel, way up in the middle of the air. Easy goes on the wheel, way in the
Before we sing our last piece, I just wanted to say a few words. The first thing is, if you are a parent of one of these amazing young humans, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for the transportation, for the time, for your money, because it takes gas. Thank you so much to committing to your child's passion. I think that sometimes we get lost in test scores, and all, which, by the way, this makes their test scores better, just so you know. When somebody's creating music, they're using more parts of their brain at once than any other activity. The singing is wonderful, but the best part of my time is when we had conversations and I got to talk with them and ask them, why do you love this? And we got the answers from, because it lets me be myself. There's people like me. One kid said, because my parents make me. But I said, that's probably where it started, but you kept coming back for more than that. And all of our teachers that are here, including myself, there was somebody along the way that we went, wow, I want to do that. And it had nothing to do with the singing. It has to do with the people. So I just want to thank Jean and Lauren and everybody who had me here. I feel very blessed to have the opportunity to do this. I want to thank Justin, this wonderful musician at the piano. And now we're going to sing our last piece for you, Bridge Over Troubled Water.
I'll be your bridge on troubled water. When you're down, I will carry you like a bridge on troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're weary
This has just become kind of a tradition at this point in time. We invite all of our singers up to do one piece together. So as they come up, please join with me. We want to thank our hardworking music teachers. We have teacher coordinators. We have wonderful parents who've been here today. And as Mr. O'Bara mentioned, tonight just wouldn't have been possible without these chairpersons. These are teachers that go way above and beyond. Liza Dean, Eric Jordan, Aaron Cassette, Laura Brodigan. And we're so delighted to have our elementary students and the teachers, Tamara Castillon and Kristen Shibner and David Martinez-Cooley, who took the time to prepare their students and bring them. And a very special thanks to Barbara Frank, Michael Vetter, Lisa Lehman, and Dave Taglerini, who are kind of guardian angels for this event. As I mentioned, presenting a combined finale pieces has been a tradition for us. And this evening, we have asked Florida Vocal Association District Chair, and he teaches also at St. Petersburg High School. The choral director, David Lawhead, will be conducting this number. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2018 All-County Choral Musicians, all of them performing We Will Sing the World Whole Again, conducted by our FVA District Chair, David Lawhead.
We will sing
Thank you for sharing this evening with us. Have a safe drive home tonight. Good night.